Alright, I'm gonna give this a second to load. Make sure I'm streaming everywhere I'm trying to be streaming. As you can see, I'm still animating this dog. I was planning on doing some 3D stuff today, but I did not finish this last night. Threw in the towel around 11 p.m. But I only have 2 more poses left, so I figured why not? I'll hop on the stream, see how far I get, finish some of those. And yeah, here we are. So that's what I'm going to be working on. This is what I got so far. I'm going to let this loop around a couple times, and I will add sound in a second. But first, as I always like to do, and if you've seen my other streams, you'll have seen this before. Today I'm going to be bumping my friend Element's albums. I've been playing this on repeat, so it's L-M-I-N-T, Element. That's my homie, great music producer. Gave me permission to use any of his songs on my streams, so that's cool. You're going to hear what it sounds like the rest of this stream. So if you're into it, go give him a follow, give him a listen on SoundCloud, and yeah, I'm gonna hit play. That's it. And I'll actually, TikTokers too, you'll see I can finally share my screen. Can finally share my desktop so y'all can see what I'm actually doing, which is pretty exciting. I'm gonna turn down my volume on my music a little bit. Cool. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and exit that. I hit Control F. Control F is the shortcut to switch in and out. Oh, what up, Riley? Hello, Riley. Goodbye, Riley. We're in here animating this dog today. I'm going to turn on the sound for a second, too, and we can actually see what this animation's sounding like.
Station. Bitch wanna leave without walking me, I'ma drag my ass all over the floor.
This is... What up, Illegal? Welcome to the stream. I'm just animating this dog, dragging his ass on the floor. Her ass, pardon me.
I'm gonna piss in the PlayStation.
So yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'm gonna turn that off before I annoy everybody to death. And yeah, this is what I'm gonna be working on. I just got 2 more poses today. Peace out, Illegal. Thanks for popping in. And so I'm gonna start here. What up, Dark Matter? What up, I Heart Aliens? Just in here animating this dog, dragging his ass on the floor. Let me know if you got any animation, game dev questions. Kendricks, hello. Let me start doing the time chart shit. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my time chart drawing layer. We got somebody on Twitch watching. What up? Welcome. Welcome. You ain't got no username. Welcome. Frankie's Diddy. I'm just animating this dog if you're interested. He ain't. He said peace out. He said peace out. Dead Zone Zero. Welcome. Sauce. Welcome. Just animating this dog. So I'm gonna go ahead. I already figured out my holds before I hopped on the stream. What up, Whip VR? What up, Nicholas V? My public diary. Pop in, watch me do some animation. Elena took over Glammies. Hello, hello, hello. Watch me animate if that interests you. Oh, these are turned off. Wow. That's an old time chart. I can't use that. I'm gonna hit minus on my keyboard to get rid of that. Shmitar, hello. Beans, welcome. Keeney, welcome. Landon, I'm just animating this dog. Briley's World, hello, hello. As you can see, I finally got the ability to share my screen, so we've leveled up tremendously. Big time. Put that over. See a little bit more of the art on my walls. What up, Jace Basketball? If anybody has any questions about animation, game dev, drawing, art, life, philosophy, the state of the world, spoiler alert, it's bad. Just kidding, it's pretty cool. Has its highs and lows. What up, Euphoric? Everybody joining in, welcome, welcome. I'm just animating this dog, dragging its ass on the carpet, peeing in a PlayStation. We got some fun stuff. the WWE ad. Welcome, Annika. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just animating, going nuts. Luis, Kendall, Mike. Hello, 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 hello. Appreciate y'all popping in. Ari, welcome. We just doing some animation shenanigans. I'm going wild. Right now I'm just planning out my time chart. So we got 166 to 186 it looks like. Toby, welcome. I am also a Toby. Let's go. Tobies of the world unite. Brenna, welcome back again. Still animating this dog, as you can see. King, what up? Thanks for the galaxy, King. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Peacock, James Tolbert. All right. Love it. Welcome everybody just joining in. I'm just doing some animation on this dog, mapping out my time chart right now. If anybody's got any questions about animation, game dev, anything like that, drop them in the chat. Just want to talk some shit. Ryan the Lion, The Rock, hello, welcome. Just doing some animation. Figuring out my time chart so I can start drawing these in-betweens. Alright, so I'm gonna do a hold until 172. That can be, let's put that like right here. What up, Zachariah S? Welcome in. Ray, hey. Let me know if y'all have any questions about animation, game dev, anything you see me working on, the music I'm playing. The Rock, Ran the Lion, Brenna, King, Mark, appreciate y'all sticking around. Brenna, 2 days in a row, that's what's up. That's so nice. I'm gonna have anticipation. So this is a hold, make this a dotted line so I know what's going on. And then I'm gonna do 2 anticipatory poses. They're gonna be really small increments at 174. That looks like a 9, god dang. Declan, hello, welcome to the stream. Just doing some animation. Fun to watch, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. Maybe you're raising a little household full of animators and you don't even know it. I'm glad I can share my screen finally too. That's such an upgrade. People can like actually see what's going on now. It's really nice. It's really nice. 174, 176. Y'all probably noticed I'm animating on 2s. Ryan the Lion, Mark the Rock, I appreciate y'all sticking around, seeing how 2D animation works. At least puppet animation. This is not traditional. I'm gonna go from my anticipation to my first pose. So at this point I'll be like here in the animation, 178. Cookies for Chloe, welcome. Just animating this dog. Let's go 178. Cool, cool. So this distance right here is going to be my smallest distance until I get over to the other side of the animation. So everything from here needs to be bigger than that. So 178 to 180 can be something like that. And at this point, I might, we'll be here. So I only actually have, after 180, one more drawing that I need to do. And let's see how close this is to my finished pose. It's pretty close. So we already know That 182 is going to be way over here, so this is going to be a massive jump. This will probably be the fastest part of our animation, and then we'll start slowing down again. The Job, welcome. Emmanuel, welcome. Cassie, Iran, welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all popping in. Just doing some animation shenanigans. Let me know if y'all got any questions. Breaking down my time chart right now, and then y'all see how this actually applies to the animation itself here in a second. So we'll be slowing down. We can put 184 like right there. Yeah, 180, 182. Yep, that is what the breakdown is gonna look like. Cool. What up, Selena? Thanks for joining. Oh, hello, goodbye. Let's see what else we got here. I think that's it. I'm going to just write this down up here. This is my anticipation, and this is a hold, just so I don't get lost. Alright, and now we can see what the fuck all these boring lines and numbers have to do with animation. Let's do it. So I'm gonna go to my first pose, and there's just a bunch of different body parts I'm gonna map out. What up, Rizman? What up, Chad Thundercock? Welcome to the stream. It's crazy. That's a crazy name. Just doing some animation, Mr. Sir Thundercock. Let me know if you have any questions. Just drawing a dog dragging his ass on the floor. Vince Self-Made, welcome, welcome. So that back leg is gonna go from here to here. And the curve needs to be something like that, probably. I'll go to my first pose. This is the end of my hold. We'll have those two anticipation poses. Something like that. I can refer to my time chart. Chad Thundercock doesn't trouble himself with the convenience of others. With a name like that, no way. Tell Rizman to get to work for his clothes. What a world we're living in. What a world we're living in. This is fun. Welcome. You ain't got a real username. I can't say that. There ain't no words in that. 178. 180. And then 182. Way down here. 184 to slow it down. And that's how it's gonna look. That's what we're in for. Isaiah Egbert, welcome. Just animating this dog. Blue puppy girl, hello, hello. Alright, and now I just repeat that on every body part that's gonna move a lot. So I've been doing the front of the nose. What up, FM? What up, Mala Malatihi? Let's see. Grab the front of the nose. Go to my last pose. What are those breakdowns doing? Oh yeah, it's gonna be a down curve like this. Something like that. A like and a follow. The GOAT. Thanks for the like and follow. Chad Thundercock. Insane. King, Ryan the Lion, thanks for sticking around. Let me know if y'all got any questions. Animation, game dev, the meaning of life, the sound of music. John, hello, goodbye. Let's see here. Cool, go back to my first pose. Follow this curve a little bit further. These are going to be my anticipation poses. They're going to be really close to where we started. Really close to where we started. And then one there, one there. Slow it down, come into the last pose. That's all breakdown. That's all breakdown. think the back leg is moving too. Oh yeah. So we'll grab another color, start marking out the time chart for this. Go to my last pose. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna take a crazy ass arc. That's gonna be the craziest one. And I'm guessing it's the one I probably like drew the most poorly of my breakdown poses. Alright, 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 alright. Cool. And we got another follower. Another follower. We got another follower. That's great. Thanks for the follow. Let's see here. We on our way to 500. It's all happening for me. Never thought I'd make $3 on TikTok. It's like I'm famous. Whoa. Oh my god. Ads! Ads! Oh, I can't skip it either. That's terrible. That's an affront. I can't. Chad Thundercock is back. Back in action. It's like he never left. The GOAT himself. Break that shit down. Matthew Gonzalez, welcome. Just doing some animation. Let me know if you got any questions. There. This one. Let me think about it. 178, 180. 180 should actually probably be somewhere else, to be honest. To be honest. Probably a little bit further out, something like that, because that's a huge arc. And then it will snap way forward, slow down, come to a halt at the end. And maybe I'll draw this for a really dramatic ease in. Kind of just pops to a halt. Alright, anything else? I think that front one will, but it's not going to move until here. So I'm going to do something a little bit different for this one. What up, Ratman Genius? Welcome, welcome. Matt and Hulk, thanks for popping in. Let's see. Just doing some animation. Some 2D shenanigans. Let's grab the screen again. This, but it won't start until frame 178, so let's make a little note of that. Let's make a little note of that. Thanks for the follow. Let's go. King and Chad, thanks for sticking around, popping by. Rizman really just said, I need money for clothes, and dipped. Here to here on 186. Very nice. Do something like that. Cool. Whoever's dropping hearts, I appreciate it like crazy. Same thing with this. This will have a couple of in-betweens. So 178, 180, 182, 184. Yep. Yep. Perfect. I think I might need one more breakdown before I can actually start animating this frickin' thing. So... maybe not. I was gonna say maybe I need to follow the arc of the butt too. I've been doing that on a lot of poses. It might help me a little bit. Why not? One more breakdown, and then it's on to the good stuff. Go back here. Oh yeah, that's gonna move a lot. I definitely need that. I'll actually do the tail. Where the tail intersects the butt's a nice spot to watch. So yeah, like right there. That's gonna be that curve. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh, we're up to 520 likes, let's go! I think that's all chat, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's see what else we got. Go back to that first pose. Anticipation. Jumps forward. Perfect. Appreciate it for real, man. I'll make that a little bit more dramatic. Something like that. I think that should be it. What up, Sydney? What up, Dricka? Just doing some animation. Caleb, hello, hello. Just doing some animation. Give me the 1K hearts. Ah, appreciate you for that. It means a lot. Alright, I think that's it for breakdowns. Now we can start animating. Y'all gonna see how the secret sauce is made. It's actually a lot of copying and pasting for animation. Any American animation is using puppets. Anime is more traditional animation. But I could show y'all real quick. Even puppet animation, you start with a rough. So I drew all this before I started copying and pasting my puppet over it. It's kind of like roughing is the same in puppet animation, but then inking and coloring you do with the puppet. And it's a lot of copying and pasting and moving shit around, which is what I'm going to do now. So alright, I'll start at 176, and my next pose will be the first anticipatory pose. So I'll literally just copy and paste this whole ass puppet. Grab the keyframe. 1K! Dude, salute you. Salute you. That was fast, bro. You're crazy. Thumb shot off your hand like a rocket, dude. It's on fire. It's a hole in your screen. I appreciate you. Yeah, so grab this pin, Control C. Just go to my next frame, paste that whole thing, and then I'll kind of skew this, move it around. Thank you, man. Animation is, I don't know if it's the hardest work, but it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. As you can see, I have not even done like 1/12 of animation yet. Caleb, I appreciate you sticking around, man. Let me know if you have any questions about animation, game dev, anything like that. Mr. Nunya, hello. So I'm gonna see how much of this breakdown I can get without actually moving any of the parts. I'm just gonna keep everything selected. I've moved my pivot over, and I'm gonna like skew it and squash it and just see if I can hit my breakdowns that way. It's like that, like I barely skewed it, and that's already where it needs to be. I'll probably squash it a little teeny tiny bit like that. This I don't need to touch until 178. I'm not there yet. Let's see. So anticipation for the legs is gonna be a little weird. I might just like squash this a teeny tiny bit from the bottom so it doesn't look like it's moving. What up, George Martinez? Just doing some animation. Squash it down like he's putting a little bit of weight on it, and that kind of changes where that ankle intersects. This would maybe rotate down a teeny tiny bit, but I don't know. I try to not move the ankles or the shins if the feet aren't moving. Looks a little wonky. Looks kind of crazy. So that's in the right spot. This butt needs to come down a little teeny tiny bit, and I definitely can just get that with the deformers. Turn my deformers on. What up, Sweet Leaf? So I'm gonna move this deformer down and in a little bit, and then I have to move this back into the right place so I can turn my onion skins on too to see what's happening. Let's move down and forward a little bit. Oh, we got some folks popping in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just doing some animation. I'm gonna be on for a while today, because this is all due tomorrow. What up, Colton? That is not in the right spot. Oh, it's because the leg's in the way. So I am gonna have to fix this leg a little bit. That's okay, it'll make it look like it's bending in anticipation. Not so bad. What up, Dylan? What up, C-Bone? Just animating this dog. I see you have a cute little dog in your profile picture, C-Bone, so there you go. A reason to stick around, he gone. Scared him off. What up, Rock? We just doing some animation. Let me know if you got any questions. Game dev questions, philosophy questions. What the fuck am I animating questions? What would possess me to spend hours of my life drawing a dog dragging its ass on the carpet? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's a freak like that. What up, Fade? I'm gonna rotate this. Nice. And I might make him kind of like point his feet out in anticipation, because once this starts moving this way, I'm gonna have that foot snap back the other way. And I technically shouldn't even be worrying about this at this point of the animation, but sometimes I can't help myself. I just can't. I don't know why I just moved my camera, because I'm a spaz. I cannot help it. What up, Ash? Fade, Rock, appreciate y'all popping in, checking out the stream. We just doing some animation. Oh, 75 gems in the pocket. Okay, alright. Okay, TikTok. This is nice. Hello, Chui. Welcome. I like your name. We got the butt in place. We got the head in place. We got both ankles in place. Is that true? I think so. Let me see. Oh yeah, starting to pop back a little bit. Butt is moving in the wrong direction. That butt needs to be coming forward this way, which means this leg also needs to come in quite a bit more. GN, hello, hello. Just doing some animation. Let me know if you got any animation or game dev questions. I want to talk about anything else. I do not mind. This still is way off. God dang. Alright. Let's just bring it way in, and I'm gonna have to fix the other point, because we want this coming back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, we're almost up to 2,000 hearts. I know that's gotta be Chad Thundercock. I know that's my goat. Freaking beast, dude. Alright. So now, yeah, that's what that anticipation's looking like now. I'll just do the same thing. The only thing that's going to change is that once I get to the second half, I'm going to start copying and pasting from the other side, the other keyframe, and bringing it over. 2K, let's go, Chad. I appreciate you. Jeanette Berardi, hello, welcome to the stream. We in here? I definitely started my stream an hour earlier than I said I was going to, but I have so much to animate. What up, Jay? Let me know if you got any animation questions, Jay. Want to shoot the shit about anything. Matthew Robbins, hello, hello. Just animating this dog. Oh, he's out. I think some people get scared when I say their name. Like, oh, he can see me, fuck that, I'm out. I don't want to be part of this guy's life. I don't want to be associated with this weird ass dog dragging its weird ass on the carpet. Alright, I'm gonna grab my whole puppet, hit 9 to expand, 0 to collapse. Make sure I have the entire thing selected. I'll hit Control C, I'll hit Control B. And now we're working on our next frame, frame 180, the second, or frame 176, pardon me, second anticipation frame. Alex, welcome. Jay, welcome. Let me know if y'all got any questions about animating. Oh, we got someone else in here watching whose name I can't. It's just a colon. Welcome, colon. Funny double entendre. The word colon. Toby, are you 28 or are you 12? Oh my god, ads. Ads! Leave me alone. I'm not buying your thing, ads. Alright, so same thing on this frame. I'm going to start. I'm just going to grab the whole puppet, move my pivot point somewhere I know is not going to move. And the reason I could put this pivot point on either, honestly, any three of these feet that aren't moving, I'm doing it on this one for now because these feet are going to be hidden by the couch when I render. Unless I move the couch, which I might. I don't know. It actually wouldn't be that hard. I probably will because I like the animation I'm doing so far. It's pretty nice, so I'd like for people to be able to see all of it, but in case I decide I'm lazy or have issues, pivot point on this back foot for now, because everybody can see that. And same thing as the last one, if I can get away with just skewing and squashing, I'm going to do it, and I'll just make sure it's not, like, horrendously deforming. Oh yeah, no, I can get away with that for sure. I'm super happy with that. I'm super happy with that. Man, Fade, Jay, Colin, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate y'all watching me rock this animation. Doing these in-betweens. It's really, I know this probably looks kind of repetitive and tedious, but this is actually one of the more fun parts of the process. Roughs is the most fun, for sure. Rough animating is sweet. It's super fun. And drawing the background is fun, too, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, rough animating is like super fun. And also, you'll see I'm still doing, this is like my lazy pass or my time chart pass. So after I do this pass, I'll go through all these frames again and start like rotating the head, faking the head rotation, and like squashing and stretching everything a little more and adding follow through the tail and ears and all that's pretty interesting too. That's like more instant gratification. But alright, I got that nose pretty close to where I want it to be, definitely close enough. This anticipation, I'm going to do the same thing, and I might not take it as far as I actually drew it, just because that's, I don't know, like I just don't, like I was saying earlier, I just don't want to deform this foot too much. But I will move that pivot back to the bottom, squash from the bottom, so it's like planted. Shit, I can push it pretty far. Maybe, we'll see. We'll make sure it doesn't look terrible. I'm not gonna rotate that all that much, actually. Yeah, it kind of just looks like it's squishing, I think, which is fine. It's not really going in the right direction, so I could, like, scale it the other way, but I don't know, it's not that important. Like, the real crucial time to follow this arc is going to be after it lifts off the ground. That's, like, where it's at. RIP Chad, peace out. Fade, thanks for sticking around. King, as always, at the top. J Mills, welcome, welcome, welcome. Ava, welcome. Just doing some animation. Let's see here. Let's see where we want to go from here. Hello. Hope you're doing well. J Mills 23. Unknown joined, like the Pokemon. Let's see here. Appreciate the like. Appreciate the support. Everybody tuning in. It means a lot. I'm just in here animating this doggo. And let's make sure that's not too crazy. Oh, it's because this pose is bad. I gotta fix that. Now we can see. Yeah, I think that's believable. Gotta move that tail back into place, obviously. I don't know what's going on there. I've never... That's gotta be a problem with the leg. Yeah, huh. That was crazy. Crazy little artifact. Anticosta, hello? Hello, hello. Let's see here. Ooh, let's take a little drink. Talking through everything I do. I honestly, I'm sure I animate quite a bit slower. I actually know for a fact I animate quite a bit slower on these streams, but I kind of like talking through everything I'm doing as I do it. It helps it stick to memory quite a bit better. And I really like when people get on and ask questions. I think it's really fun to share what I know about cartoons and game dev and the like. Alright. This ankle, yeah, or this whole leg, actually, we can really bring this down for this anticipation. I'm gonna do something like that. And now, our anticipation's looking like that. Oh, I need to fix this, though. We want this. Turn on my onion skins. To, yeah, more like that. Panoramic Perjury, what's up? We just doing some animation. Just animating this dog. Locking in. So that's pretty good. And then I already have this pose, and let's see how close I am. It's cool that I already have some 2.5D, that's nice. That's gonna help me a lot once I do my next pass. So, yeah, that's way wrong though. I don't think I want to change to profile. Let me see, this is my TSH mouth shape, I believe. So I just gotta make sure I slap this back on, but I actually shouldn't have drawn it in profile like that. It's a bummer. Let me think. Let me think about what I actually want this to do. I guess it could turn around and come back. But I don't think I'd want it to turn until 180. I think that's true. Yeah, I think we actually want 178 to have a different head shape. So, Chad is back. The Giga Chad has returned. Oh, come on, music. What are we doing? Soul crushing ads. Playing COD Warzone. Let's go. Are you murking? Are you camping? Are you killing? Are you crushing? Are you getting crushed? Yeah, I'm not that good either. I fucking suck. I have some friends who are carries. My little brother's cracked as fuck at shooters, but not me. I like solo RPGs. That's where I can hang. I get rocked. I get mollywopped on shooters. Ooh, dogs are barking. I might mute if they start going crazy. And they might. Alright, so I'm gonna copy these heads over. I just gotta not forget to change the mouth shape. That's the big thing. Yeah, on both these. So, come back over here. Grab this head. BRB. Peace, thanks for popping in, man. Oh, Nick J, Halo, welcome, welcome. Just doing some animation. Goose, John Cuevos. Anybody got any questions about animating or game dev or life or the weird shit all over my walls around me? Throw them in the chat. Happy to answer. I get most excited talking about animation and game dev stuff, but I'll talk about whatever. I have what's the word? Shame. I have no shame. I don't care. I'll get weird. Talking about whatever on these streams, man. Oh, he's back. You really, that is right back, right back. Popped out, popped in. Chad Thundercock's an efficient man. Nick J, Fade, I appreciate y'all sticking around. Watch me animate a little bit. Very quick. Yeah, me too. Like a rabbit. Like a goddamn rabbit. Alright. Let's, I kind of just moved that head into place, but I always like to start by doing some skewing, some stretching, some weird shit. Drip on, young vintage. Some of these freaking names. Some of these names. Crazy. Artsy Sheep, what up? Check out the animation. Alright, I'm gonna stretch this a little bit. I just know that I'm gonna do that eventually anyways. I should save it until the next pass, but I think I actually moved this head too far forward in the first place. Also, so stick it like right there. God, I play squads. Thick Finger Daddy. Hell yeah, Thick Finger Daddy. Let me introduce you to Chad Thundercock. Chat going crazy. Chat going crazy. The internet's wild. Alright. He's in, he's out. I gotta stop calling people out when they join, but I just get so excited. I never play solo in any game. I like having friends. Yeah, you know. I hate friendship. That's why I don't play squad games. I hate friendship and people. That's not actually true. I'm just bad at them. I'm just not good at them. I'll go on Discord while all my friends are playing shooters, and I won't play shooters. I'll say no, I'm playing Final Fantasy. What do you want? What do you want from me? Like spreading classified government documents. Please do. That sounds great. That sounds great. Yamil, Leia, just animating a dog. Really fun stuff. Alright. Alright, nose in the right place. This leg is not in the right place. Ah! Fade, you've been here a long time. I'm definitely gonna follow. Call me Flake Jake. Howdy. Just animating. Why ain't this working? Come on now. Come on now. Don't die on me now, ToonBoom. Let's see. Chief Lucky, hello. Goodbye. See you in another life, buddy. See you in another life. I'm waiting on those classified gov docs. I'm so intrigued. I'm curious joined just as I said that. Alright. Oh, look at that leg's way off. Or did I forget to move it last time too? I sure did, dude. Oh, no, I didn't. Nah, I'm good. We straight. Dylan, smiley face, welcome. Lorna, hello. We doing some animation shenanigans. Let's see. Grab this shit, rotate it into place over here. I think that's probably... But it's way out of place. That means I'm probably gonna have to end up moving those legs again. I gotta think about these things before I just do them. Shouldn't move my legs first. Should move the torso first. Really should move specifically the hips first, always. This is gonna start coming back up, I think. Ooh, and I gotta hide this leg. That ain't right. That ain't right. That's not how that shit's supposed to look. Alright, 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 alright. Nothing. Welcome. Rah! Saurus. Hello. And goodbye. Is it the way I say their names that scares them off? The world may never know. The world may never know. God, I should start just writing down numbers on all my breakdowns so I know what's going on. I moved this head too far back. Alright. Okay. That seems to be in the right place. Christian Perman, hello, welcome. Doing some animation. Dun, dun, dun. Get that tail back into the right spot. Oh dang, that could come down even more yet, to be honest. Right there is where it actually needs to be. Damn. Alright, and then get this back into place. Sweet. Oh yeah, Ryan the Lion. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some animation. Making this dog move. And I think that's everything for this pose. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet. Turn that time chart off. Oh shit, I should have set my range before I hit play. Whoops. We're gonna go from, yeah, 166. And we'll stop it. Give me a little overlap. 190. See how that's looking. Really only need the first half of it. We'll see, I might need to end up fucking with the timing eventually. Taking out some frames, we'll see what happens. The timing and spacing on that leg feels pretty good. I think that's gonna be sweet, but on the rear front leg is gonna go nuts. DXL, welcome. Let me know if you got any animation questions, game dev questions. Okay, so now I think 180. I think 180 will be the last frame where I use this pose. And so I'm gonna just grab my entire puppet on 178. Ah, shit, something I should have been doing. This would be good documentation to have on YouTube. Every time before I copy and paste or even move on to another frame, I should hit 9 and 0 to collapse everything, grab everything on my puppet, and then you gotta add 3 different kinds of keyframes. Regular keyframe, stop motion keyframe, key exposure. And that's just how you know everything in your animation is what it should be. And I, just while I have everything selected, I'm gonna do that on the other frames I've been working on. Just so I know for sure I got everything I need in there. Bertha Garnica, welcome. Just doing some animation on this dog. Yeah, alright, so now I can grab this whole ass puppet, copy it, paste it. And here I probably can actually have the head pop out profile. I also forgot to change those teeth back. So I need to make sure I have the right mouth. So the reverse 3/4 up. TCS CVH. Whoa, that's the wrong. There we go. It's not in the right place at all, but we can move it. And that's what it needs to be on this frame as well. You can see I already made like hundreds of mouths. That's what's going on in this down left corner. This is just like every mouth shape you need to make a cartoon talk. And I just need to change it back to this one. All this is gonna get a 2.5D pass, so the mouths and shit are gonna move again. If they weren't, those upper teeth shouldn't move at all. Like, think about how your jaw is built, your upper teeth, like, it just doesn't move when you talk. They don't move at all. It's all the lower teeth and lower lip and your tongue doing all the work. So if he were like still and talking, that would be an issue. That little tiny jump in the mouth would be a major problem. You don't want that. But I'm going to do a whole another 2.5D pass, so this head is actually going to rotate instead of just staying the same angle while it moves. And when I make that pass, I have to move the mouth to define the face plane, since I don't have light and shadows building the cube. But for now, that long-winded tangent was all to say I don't have to worry about the placement of that mouth. It don't fucking matter. So, oh, and actually, I'm kind of dumb, because I want it to be a profile head, I think. Or, well, it can go profile and then turn away from us. Maybe I will keep it in this view, but I'll really cheat it towards profile when I do the 2.5D pass. Before I do that, as always, I am going to start this pass by just grabbing everything, putting my pivot point on a foot that does not move. Bertha Garnica, I appreciate you sticking around. If you have any animation or game questions or anything like that, please drop them in the chat. If you have any questions about anything, any of the weird shit in my room, let me know. You lost? No! We need more. We need more from you. I believed in you. You failed. I'm just kidding. You didn't fail. There is no failure, only learning, or something like that, you know? see here. You got a lot of kills, that's all that really matters. That's how you get those dopamine hits when you're gaming anyways. That's what counts. Hello, new viewers doing some animation. Sweet. Alright. And I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it. I got distracted. Bring this in. Skew this guy over. That's pretty extreme, so I don't know if I want to keep the nose. I don't know if I want to do all that with skew. Oh, that's actually not so bad. I need to do that all in one skew so I can compare a little better. I actually think that's okay, and then the rest of it I can animate into place. Yeah, that's gonna work out well. That's gonna work out pretty well. Yeah, we're just gonna have to really rotate the face away from us and push that nose out when I do the 2.5D pass. But I think this is probably close enough to get with my other passes. So this is where we start making big moves. This is where shit really starts to cook. I'm pretty excited about it. This is gonna be a super weird frame. We're gonna want to fake foreshortening on this leg because it's like coming up and the forearm is passing in front of the elbow, right? So like, or in front of the upper arm. So the upper arm is kind of gonna disappear, upper leg in this case. So it's gonna bend, I think. Oh, and I'm gonna need a new shape to fake that. I'm gonna need a new drawing, which is okay, but this is the first time this whole stream I've needed a new drawing. The rest of the time I've just been able to animate my puppet and get what I need. Yeah, and I'm even gonna we're gonna do something like that. So I need a new drawing on this upper leg layer because you can see my masking makes it disappear when it overlaps that upper leg, and I don't want that. I want that line to stay there. So what I have to do is duplicate this drawing. You can see down here in my substitutes. I'll duplicate this. I'll go over to drawing mode where I can only see what's on each layer. What in the fuck is that? Oh, is that an onion skin? Whew! I thought that was part of the layer. I was gonna die. So I'll grab this line art. Oh, let me make sure. Cool. Yeah, make sure my tool properties ready. Queuing for another match. Good luck, soldier. You got this. I'm gonna grab this line art, copy it, paste it onto this overlay layer in the exact same position. So Control-Shift-V. And now, what? Oh, let me make sure it's on top of. Oh my god, it does not want me to select it. There we go. I gotta put it on top of this layer. Oh no, does it not have a cutter node? Ah! No! No! Alright. Dang, this is I really thought I was gonna get through this whole stream without having to open the document of shame, the rigging document of shame, the puppet update notes. Man, new viewers, welcome. I see a couple of you popping in. Gavin, I'm just animating this dog. Unknown, I'm just animating this dog. Let me know if you got any animation or game dev questions. I am realizing I don't have a frickin' overlaid layer connected in my puppet, so I'm opening the document of shame, everything I need to update on my puppet. Which is like kind of the reason I'm doing this test animation in the first place, is to see how well my puppet works, to see if I actually can animate with it. But yeah, I gotta add a cutter node, not cutter node. Dumb. Add a overlay node to the rear, front, lower leg. Ah! And I should probably do that on every lower leg segment if I need it. Every lower leg? Question mark? Damn, how far did we make it? How far we make it? We made it a whole hour without opening without opening the document of shame. But alas, the rig needs work. All right, so this is what I've been bitching and whining about. This is actually the first time I've had to like open the puppet at all. It's because I haven't animated the eyes yet. I gotta go find my lower body. I gotta find the near leg. Yeah, yep, I don't have an overlay node. That's why that shit I just tried to do is not rendering. So now we gotta get in here and do the boring nerd stuff. Gross. I'm gonna hit enter on my keyboard. I'm gonna just type overlay, click on that. I will grab my lower leg back near, alt click the overlay layer, grab the overlay layer, alt click the composite that everything's on, make sure it's on top of all the other layers. And now, when I go back, yep, now you can see, we can actually see this on top. And we don't want to see the whole thing like that. So what I'll end up doing is taking those lines that I copied and pasted on the overlay layer and deleting the segments that I don't want to see, or just like manipulating them into place. And you can see why it's really nice when the puppet just like works, because then you don't have to do all this pain in the ass stuff, drawing a whole another drawing. But yeah, that's really kind of how that's gonna look, and that's how we're gonna fake that foreshortening, making that 2D look 3D. Ooh, dog's going crazy. Let's see how long it takes him to settle down. Will I mute? I might. Oh, hi Latrice. Welcome to the sound of my dogs barking. Oh, and my wife's screaming at him. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're muting. We're muting. Oh, she needs help. I'll be back. What's going on? What do you need help with?
Who's at the door?
Who's at the door?
I think he's going to mow, which is a no.
Okay. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back. Pause. Y'all, I'm gonna just get this animation rolling to hopefully not lose all my viewers while I go deal with real life. Let me hit play. Zoom in. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna mute this so y'all can't hear my dogs barking. This is a bummer. This is... I appreciate it. That was chaos. Oh, we got a bunch of people joining in right at the right time. Y'all just missed chaos in my house. Real life dogs running around, screaming, barking at people, but now we're just animating this dog. We're back. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. That was crazy. Alright, let me get back to work. I should have changed the start stop range so y'all can see the whole animation. Here, I'll just play through it for the new people joining in. Show y'all what I got so far. Turn on the sound and everything. Why not?
Listen, the bitch wanna leave without walking me. I'ma drag my ass all over the floor.
You can see most of it's animated. I'm working on like the last two poses.
Bitch wanna leave without walking
We getting
me.
close.
I'ma
We getting
drag my
close.
ass all over the floor.
Alright. Alright, back to it. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Oh man, that was a bummer. That was crazy. That was crazy, and we did lose like 4 or 5 viewers. Can't blame them. Can't blame them. It happens. It happens. I'm sure people love when they join in and hear dogs screaming. But you know what? I can't be too bad. So those little dogs, those little beasts, those little hounds of hell are the inspiration for a lot of the work I do. This included. Although they've never pissed in my PlayStation, so that's good. That would be a tough day for everyone, I think. Alright, we were on frame 180. We just finished foreshortening this foot, which might actually need to be, yeah, like that, something like that. Alright, yeah, now we got really good foreshortening. And this leg is gonna be super weird. So, to be honest, I actually don't really like the way this is posed anywhere after this frame. It needs to be coming from further back everywhere. That hip is just not attached at the right place, which is a bummer. Hopefully I can just kind of stretch stuff into place. And I hate that I'm just now noticing it, but it happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us. I'm going to go ahead and just find this and copy and paste it to the other ones. Oh no, that's not going to work because it's actually, the ankle's actually moving. I can copy and paste it to this one at the very least. Alright. Everybody's sticking around. I appreciate y'all. We're just doing some animation. Feel free to ask any questions you have about animation, game dev, any of the shenanigans I got going on. Yeah, like all of these poses just need to be further back here. Looks like they're coming out of the same part of the hips as the other side. So here, yeah, I'm gonna stretch it a little bit. Hopefully that's not crazy obvious. Nope, I think we're still fine. And then, yeah, this is where it's gonna start to get really bad. So that should be coming from over here. And I might actually be able to just move this back into place too. My pivots are gonna be all fucked up after this, but it's okay, just as long as it looks right. It is right. Sweet. Calvin Ball, hello, hello. Reality, everybody joining in. I'm just animating this doggo. So that's what we got cooking. Let me know, any questions in the chat? All your teammates were level 1. That is brutal. That is brutal. So you're saying it didn't go super well. Man, all the long timers up here, I appreciate y'all. Chad, Fade, Betha, or Bertha, pardon me, Reality, everybody watching. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Y'all got any questions about anything I got cooking, please let me know. I think I have that leg fixed finally. Yep, just gotta get back on track on this frame. And then from here we should be golden. So Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, I'm going to go ahead. This is going to need to make it like way up here. And I think this leg is going to start rotating back at this point. Yeah, like I said, my pivots are going to be all messed up on these frames, so hopefully I don't have to fix them too much later. It's a pretty extreme pose. Going back in, you got this. Hoorah, dude. Rooting for you, praying for you. Christopher Diaz, he in, he out. Hello, goodbye. Alright, we got that in the right place. This is the frame where this leg starts to pick up and move. So, should break forward. So, whoops. So the highest part would rotate back. What on earth is going on here? Aw, shit. I'm gonna hide everything and just get all this back into place. All level 1s again. The COD algorithm hates you, dude. Let's just get this into place. Think about it. Think about what's happening. I think it would break up like that. This would follow. And honestly, I'm gonna squash and stretch that. What's up, Corey? Welcome. Just doing some animation shenanigans. Let me know if you got any questions. Game dev, animation, art, philosophy, politics. I'll talk about anything. That's pretty good. So start to pick up that foot. I'll turn my torso back on. Oh, fucking, you know what I did again. Speaking of torsos, you know what I did? You know what I did again? Oh, as I animated the legs without animating the torso first. Which was, in this case, like, extra dumb, because, look at how much that torso moves. A lot. It moves a lot. So those legs are gonna move again a lot. And I wonder, I think we snap, yeah, we reverse the curve at the end. So I can start doing that here. Start snapping this down. This will have to move, obviously, back into place. Yeah, so this foreshortening doesn't need to be nearly as extreme. I think that's going to be the big difference. I'm just going to frickin' move this and rotate it back into place. Except I moved it way too far, like right there-ish. Oh yeah, cool. Cool, and we're still getting that foreshortening. It's not as extreme, but I think it'll still like read as that arm passing by. And I also actually, before I forget, I need to grab this overlay layer, and I need to grab my pencil editor tool. Good luck, Chad, you got this. And because I care about my art, I'm gonna taper this off. Isn't it funny that with a real pen, you can just adjust your pressure, and it does this? You actually could draw these with a pencil tool too, and like draw organically all these shapes, but I mean, for one thing, they don't come out very optimized. Like you can see, this is only 2 points. I mean, if I grab all this, like I'm using, oh, never mind, it won't let me from here, but I'm using very, very few vector points because I care about efficiency. I want this to render as fast as possible when the time comes. I need to turn that front leg back on too. Where's that pin? Sweet. Let's see what's actually happening. doesn't really matter. I mean, it just stays planted, but... So, okay, we got the butt. The nose, like I said, should be about at the right place. It's kind of going to replace that line. Maybe I'll rotate the head forward a little bit and bring it forward. Just so it's a little nicer. Everybody joining in, new to the stream. We're doing some animation, game dev shenanigans. Let me know if you got any questions, comments, concerns, kind words, angry words, mean words. I don't care. It's all good for engagement. Please debase me on the internet for likes, for shares, for follows. Alright. Let's see here. I think that's everything for this pose. For this little lazy pose. Lazy pass pose, I should say. So I think the rest of the we already have a pre-drawn pose on this one. Let's see how far off I was. Extremely, insanely, everything about this pose has to change. Everything, literally everything about this pose has to change. I should have not done this. I over animated my rough, and now I'm paying the price. We do, yeah, this is the pose where it should turn to profile at least, and then the next it's gonna kind of look away from us, I think, and then it'll whip back around. Yeah, so this can be profile. Actually, this is gonna be the only time it's profile. For sure. For sure. And I'm even still a little unsure about this head movement, but we'll see. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and then I'll play through it 1,000 times until my eyes bleed and my heart hurts, and then I'll decide what I do and don't like and fix it. But for now, I just gotta trust the process. Just gotta trust my time chart. So alright. So this leg needs to come fucking all the way around, I think. All the way around like that. And we can't have that hip breaking the torso. And then it's still gonna be super bent. And I might need to fake the foreshortening again. We'll see what happens. Man, everybody just joining in. I appreciate you. Marley real cute. Brandon Dunsmore, Phoebe Lifts. Welcome to the stream. Doing some animation shenanigans. Making this dog move. We making this dog move. And we do, as I suspected, need an overlay on this. Can I get away with the shape that I just made? It looks like I probably can. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. What we want. This is what we want. And I wonder, I might need to I was gonna say maybe I want some overlay to show where the hips are rotating, but I think it reads pretty clear without it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna keep on animating away. Jordan Bong, welcome. Olivia Musalach, thank you for joining in. If y'all got any questions about animation, game dev, anything cartoon, video game related, ask away. I don't just do 2D stuff. I'm actually primarily a 3D artist, but I've been hell-bent on learning 2D puppet animation, so here I am. Man, this one is going to be weird. So I'm going to grab this whole leg. I'm going to grab this whole leg. Bring it down. And then I think I'll rotate this around. Let me see where we were before. Nah, I'm gonna do something different. Instead of having the leg bend that much, I want to rotate and squash this into place a little bit. I might even just move it, just cheat it. What's that? Nope, that's not gonna work. That's pretty close. I can bend it into place, but I just don't know if that looks right to me. I mean, it's following the arc. This is this is terrible. This is just bad. This is, who drew this? Who made this animation? What a what a goon, dude. What a Oh, I don't even think I want that leg at all. I think I still need to have my other leg shape. We'll see. I might grab this whole ass leg and actually I'm gonna straighten it out, and then I'm gonna stretch this whole thing because it's just not doing what I wanted to. Just make everything longer. And I do think the leg should be bent still at this point. And maybe I can cheat it forward because it looks like it's supposed to be hidden behind the other leg. Oh shit. Let's get that pivot back in the right place. So I might cheat it a little bit forward from where I drew it. Cool. That's in the right place. God, am I rotating things the right way? I just don't know. Welcome to all the new viewers. I'm just animating this dog. If y'all got any game dev, animation, shenanigan questions, let me know. I see a lot of people hopping in the chat. I appreciate y'all popping in. Mazakine, Eddie, Shanti, Kai Pai, welcome. I'm just animating away. Wasting away at my computer in the hopes I can make a 9-second animation of a dog that'll make people laugh, that'll make people put hearts on my videos on the internet so I get nice little dopamine hits throughout the day. Also, if you're enjoying, feel free, you know, to follow me or whatever. We are on the quest for 500. We are on our way, and I'll follow you back. I will do it. I have no pride, no shame, no care in the world. I just don't know if I like the change to profile. I'm trying to think what else the face could do to be interesting. But I do think waving that nose around and back might work. It might look good. It might be what I need to do. I do need to pull this back drastically though if I am going to use this head shape, because the nose needs to be like right there. It needs to be coming down, so yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That'll work. Who we left with? I appreciate everybody sticking around. King #1. Appreciate you, man. I see you. Bertha, Mazakine, Shanti, Zach, I appreciate y'all sticking around while I animate this dog. This freaky ass dog. Naughty man, welcome. Let's see. My neck right now is super fucked up. Also, do you know what I did again? For the 50th time. Do you know what I did again? Is I animated the legs without animating the torso first. Why? And look how far off everything is gonna be once I realize the butt needs to be right there. Dang it. Oh, that's so sad. Such a bummer. I can just snap that into place. And yeah, we'll start to reverse that curve a little bit more. That's nice. That's nice. It's looking nice. I think maybe this would have to come up. And the neck. Yeah, the neck is like coming forward. I want to make sure I have that collar in there too. Yeah, there we go. Like that, something like that. Definitely gonna have to change the torso in this view. Like that shoulder sticking out in front of the face like that. That is certainly not right. And I think for sure I'll probably have to like duplicate a drawing for this one. So we'll do that. I turned off the deformer, I think, when I did that. Which I still want turned on. But then I can grab this new shape I created. And I think, like you can see I have 25 torso shapes down here, and that's crazy. I wish my puppet would do more so that I don't have to redraw my shapes all the time. So I'm definitely gonna have to go in and put like envelope deformers. Like what I have on the neck, it'd be nice to have that on the torso, because right now all I have is a curve deformer, and it's just not doing it for me. It's just not cutting it. Yeah, like I was saying, I can grab this shape. Oh, I'm gonna turn on my tool properties so I'm hitting every layer at the same time. Grab this, and I can pull all these back until you can't see them, or until they're at least like kind of obscured by the head. I'm gonna go all the way back there. Something like that. Yep, and now, as expected, everything else is off. This neck, you can bring it all the way over like this. That collar? Yeah, this collar would like rotate around. We definitely still want to be able to see it. That's gonna like really help with the illusion of 3D on this 2D animation. So welcome Daily Guy, welcome Mac. Appreciate y'all popping in. It looks like I just did that on the wrong keyframe maybe. I sure did. So I'm gonna copy that shit and paste it over here. Get rid of the one I didn't mean to put in. Yeah, now it's looking nice. We doing alright. Congrats on being the lucky streamer to hear the daily joke. Let's hear it, Daily Guy. It's an honor, a blessing, and a privilege to hear the daily joke. What did the gym guys say to the cheese? I don't know, let's hear it. What did the gym guys say to the cheese? Time to get shredded, cheese. Hell yeah, dude. You know what? For that dad joke, you're actually banned from this. I'm kidding. Thank you for sharing. That was fun. Time to get shredded, cheese. It's like I hit the TikTok live stream lottery. Getting to hear that daily joke from the Daily Guy. What a riot. Let's see. Thank you for the follow, man. You know what? You know what? You know what? Right back at you. And while you're still here, let's see if I have anything weird on my desk I can show you. Thank you for the follow. Here's a little one-up mushroom. Alright, soldier on, buddy. William Browning, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, and now y'all can see, now you can see why I was crying and whining and throwing a fit earlier about moving the legs before I moved the torso. Now these are all wrong. Now these are all wrong. I wonder, maybe I'll rotate this back down. Here, I'm gonna put the foot in front of the upper leg, and now we're still getting that like fake foreshortening. And I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna stretch out on the next frame for sure, for sure. All right, let me see. Got that head in the right place, kind of got that neck in the right place. Torso. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I can bring the nose in a little bit. I know that's like off model technically, but I can bring the head out in front of the shoulders. That just makes it look more right. More like how it actually should frickin' look, you know? I don't want my animation to look bad. That'd be so sad. I spent all this time making it look good. I don't want to look bad. Oh, you'll be back tomorrow. Be prepared. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Daily Guy. What a wild exchange from the Daily Guy. Just bring this back. Ooh, is this still Element? I gotta double check the music. It is not. So alright, whoever's music this is, please don't sue me. Let me shout you out real quick. It just auto plays. This is Common Creation by Chris Teal. Shout out Chris Teal on SoundCloud. I'm gonna go back to my homeboy Element, play some music I know I'm allowed to play. Get down like a motherfucker. Although I do like this Mac Miller remix, it's very, very nice. But alas, I must respect the artist grind. Bertha Garnica, Mazakine, I've seen y'all sticking around. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all are enjoying me animating this dog. I'll be doing all sorts of animation stuff all the time, so if you enjoy this, follow me for more! Oh, I drove. Drove one away. And then there was two. Shout out King, sticking around. I wonder what we're at for today. Like an hour and a half. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, which means it's probably gonna take me at least another. Oh my god. Oh my god. What have I been doing on the wrong keyframe again? Ah. Whoops. Copy that. Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just actually copy it, paste it, delete that keyframe. I can't believe I did it again. I gotta stop animating all the wrong frames. It's just not how we animate. We animate on the right frames, you know? Not the wrong ones. I gotta fix this neck now that I moved the head. That's looking pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Can't be mad at it. Let's see here. It's kind of unclear that this is an ankle, so I might cheat this out like even further. I'm gonna stretch it so it's still on my arc, and then I can move that foot into place. Yeah, there we go. Now we can actually like tell that that's a foot. It's a little unclear before, like, was that the knee? Was that the foot? What am I actually animating? So that's cool, that's cool. Alright. What else do we need to fix? I think that's it for the lazy pass. Get the tail where it needs to be. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. That's what we're here for. Alright, I think that's it for this pose. This is about animated. And we just have one more in between, and then we have this whole motion. At least lazy passed, and then y'all see I gotta do 3 more passes, but they go faster, and they're more fun to look at, I think, than these timing charts. 1313 Inc. Welcome. I'm just doing some animation. You got any questions about animation, game dev, anything like that, man? Just let me know. Okay, so this last pose, we'll actually want to cheat towards this pose instead of the other one. So I'll go ahead and grab everything on this layer, make sure I have my entire puppet grabbed. I'm just going to copy and paste everything on that layer. And now I got my puppet over here, and then yeah, this will be the last frame to figure out these time chart shit, and then it's on to the fun stuff. So let's rip through this, burn through it. So I don't make this fatal error for the 18th time. I'm gonna move my torso first, get my hips where they need to be, and then we'll animate everything else based on that. Let me see what that torso needs to be doing. Yeah, I'm making him way too buff right now, and this neck is also gonna like change wildly. That don't look right at all. So we can just bring this in. Yeah, the neck would get hidden. The only thing that really matters with this neck shape is what we're doing with the cutter object, which, oh my god, I did it on the wrong keyframe again. Again, I did it on the wrong keyframe. How many times? Like the 4th time this stream. Terrible. Just terrible. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. That looks good. Torso's in the right place. This neck would rotate down. I think about like that, and I might even bring that torso in ever so slightly more, just to for that. Oh my god, Chad Thundercock has arrived, back in action. Pretty much a celebrity on this channel at this point, dude. Hopefully something crazy happens again today. Yesterday I had a animator for Solar Opposites pop onto the stream for a little while. That was pretty cool, pretty fun. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's more or less right, and then that last pose is gonna be terrible, you can see, but I already knew, like I made him this, let's see here, this is like off model, he's like way too buff here, so I'm just like fixing that while I'm doing everything else, kind of ignoring my the stuff I've done, but that's alright. Sometimes you gotta improvise on the fly, feel things out. This head is gonna come back, which I should have done before animating the neck, but I did not. Where the fuck is my pivot point? Ah! Let me grab it all again. Grab that pivot, drag it on over. And the head's gonna be... Actually, you know what? Before I do that, and I really should have done this before I did anything else, ignoring my own advice that I've said like 45 times today, but I should always start with a skew and stretch and just see how close I can get it. And that like probably would have gotten this butt closer in the first place, so now I'm gonna go back and fix that again. Whoops. Make sure I'm grabbing the deformer and not the shape. this back again. That cool. Oh yeah, that's way better. Grab this neck deformer. Whoops. It's actually pretty close, just this one point that intersects the body. Needs to be fixed, I think. Lost again. Oh no! I'm gonna go nuts when you get a dub. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna burn my whole house to the ground in celebration. I won't actually do that, probably, but something, man, something to celebrate. Alright. Yeah, so the rest of the head, I'm gonna move and actually animate, rotate, get it a little bit closer to the point there. Oh my god, my pivot's off again. I honestly don't know why any of my pivot points have been off. I checked them and double checked them on my rig. I think I must have just grabbed a weird peg at some point. I'm really not sure. But it is what it is. I'm just making do with what I got. Trying my absolute best to not have to draw shapes if I don't have to. Let's maybe I can cheat it if I do something like that. Sweet. You got this, Chad. I believe in you. So you got a couple new viewers. Right as I say that, they leave. Oh, not Sue. What's up, Sue? Just doing some animation. Oh, there's a doggo. Can I get a hoorah? Hoorah! Roll out. You got this shit. Let's go. Scale that arm back into place. I don't know why that got fucked up. Let's see here. This leg will probably keep it a little bit bent still. It's not really coming from the right spot anyways. There we go. Sick. Make sure that looks alright on the last frame too. Something like that. Ooh, we're getting so close. I'm always so happy when I finish the lazy pass because I think the other passes are more fun, to be honest. That's just the way I feel. I think I'm gonna have to stretch this leg a little bit, and it looks like it needs stretched even on that last keyframe. And then, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna bend it. I don't. Well, I'll bend it a little bit, just to make the poses a little bit different, a little bit more different from each other, make them a little more interesting. Okay, we have got the butt in the right place, this ankle in the right place, this ankle in the right place. This foot doesn't move, this ankle needs to move. And this would still be bent in the air. Let me see what it looked like on the last pose. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the whole leg, move it up. And this would be like, whoa. It'd actually be here, or it'd be way up like this. Maybe I'll do it like that, so the foot like pops up and then slams onto the ground. Boom! On 186. And then I do want to fix this just because it looks so bad. kind of hard to see. I'm gonna hide this whole leg so I know what I'm doing. So I can actually see what's going on with this torso. Yeah, I would want to come forward and down from the last pose just a little tiny bit, like right there is all I would need. I'm gonna go back, turn that leg back on. Pop into the rig for a second, take a look under the hood. That's what controls that whole leg. Oh, and fixing this rig is gonna be not super fun afterwards, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Let me go ahead, same thing here. This will be more or less the same as the last one. I wonder... Yeah, definitely, absolutely gotta fix this collar. This neck is not deforming properly at all. So I gotta fix all that. That'll be pretty easy though. Just gotta bring everything in a little bit. More like that. Yeah, no, there to there. This is actually rotating up. This is technically kind of getting into my 2.5D pass. This would be rotating up this way. Nice. Nice, that's nice. That's very nice. Maybe I'll cheat this down a little bit, can I? Without fucking up where it intersects with the lower torso? No. No, I cannot. We're gonna keep that right where it was. I lied. Alright. How much time we at? $1:47. That's a pretty good stream. Not bad. It's not bad. Hello, new viewer. Just doing some animation, getting crazy. In the weeds. Alright. I do just want that shoulder to drop down, and I'm starting to think I might not be able to do it with this shape. How far to actually get? Oh no. Oh no. How far to actually get that shoulder revealed? Okay. Let's see here. I think, honestly think I can just hide this shape. I don't even think it matters where that is. I don't even, oh, but it does matter which freaking keyframe I put it on. Alright. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how animation works. That's on the right keyframe. I'm gonna set my start and stop and start reviewing this. So I believe I am done with the lazy pass. The lazy pass / time arc pass. Timing chart. This is still, so I am just gonna have to use a new shape. This isn't gonna work for me, which is unfortunate. And again, I really should have put envelope deformers on this. Whoa, what the fuck is happening there? Excuse me? Just need to come down a little bit, maybe? There we go. There we go. I looked horrible for a second. Thought I was losing it. It's still not oversecting the way I wish it would, but I can draw a new shape, fix it if I need to. Like I was saying, this torso, like, it's just definitely gonna have to change, so I'm going to duplicate this drawing, make sure transformation number 7 is still turned on, and then I can go ahead and take my new drawing that I just created, and probably if I just push these 2 points up, it'll fix. Yeah, that's much better. And probably I can just change this to drawing number 26 as well, and I should be good to go. Does it it did not turn off my transformation. Good. Yeah, so honestly this one, I think I maybe would want to see more of the leg now that I can. Maybe we could see where it's actually bending, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna squash this part of the leg back into place, just kind of cheat it. Yeah, I think that looks way nicer. We get to see that elbow a little bit before it comes all the way around. That is pretty nice. That's pretty sweet. And now turn off my time chart. And that's what that motion is looking like after the lazy pass. Just seeing if I like it. I like the there's some things I don't love right now. I'm just trying to place what it is. I really like the anticipation on that back leg. The way that foot flops down is like exactly how I anticipated, so that's pretty nice. The foot that's taken a step up front is really nice. Maybe it's just the arc on the back leg I don't love right now. The back front leg. I almost wonder. I think the one pose I want to change, yeah, is that one. I think we can try to hit it way further up before it slows down. So let's just see if my instinct's right. I think that's the one pose right now that's killing me. We'll just get this back onto the curve. And then that's, I think, a little bit too far, actually. Because we want to make sure that... Oh, no, wait. Would that matter? Yeah, we basically just want to make sure that the distance between this point and this point is bigger than the distance between this point and this point. So I think if I do something like this instead, this whole animation is going to read a lot nicer. And I'm actually going to do the same thing on this other leg to fix my silhouette. And I think doing that will just make this whole thing feel much nicer. So yeah, now that silhouette is not competing with anything. I'm going to turn the time chart off again, turn the onion skins off. Let me play through this. Oh yeah. Now that arc, that foot's really flying through, comes to a slow stop. The silhouette of the tail is kind of competing right now, but I'm not really paying attention to that. I don't pay attention to that until my third pass. So I can do my second pass, which is the 2.5D pass, because I'm pretty happy with this. So I think for the anticipation, the head would actually... Let me think about this. I'm gonna turn my time chart back on. Gotta think about it, gotta think it through before I start moving shit around. Yeah, it's rotating down, so it actually, the anticipation, it would kind of rotate back and up a little bit. So to start this 2.5D pass, I'm gonna just grab the whole face, rotate it back a little bit. And the big secret for getting 2.5D on this dog, like the main thing, is always just this nose. Like, this nose is huge. This nose really is how I fake like most of the 3D that it seems to have. So yeah, you can see that head is rotating back. And would it rotate towards us or away from us? It would rotate towards us, because then it goes away from us. So if it's rotating towards us, this needs to squish in. This line, which is not quite the face plane, but helps define it, would come over. The entire face would stretch a little bit, like this. Let me think. The back of the head would rotate in like this, and the ears would follow it. So they would both move opposite the front of the face. And since it's rotating up as well, this is going to kind of come like this to tilt that head back. And I think this would have to come up a little bit as well, because we're seeing... No, wait a minute. No, this can stay the same. We're going to see more of the chin, which means I'm going to use this mouth to define the bottom of the face plane, which is rotating something like that. And now it kind of looks like that head's rotating back. And the other thing I can do to help sell it is move the pupils so that they're looking back the way we came, trying to adjust for the change in the head. And I did this demonstration on the last stream, but like, your pupils can look the same direction while your head moves a lot. So that's kind of the feeling that I'm trying to create by having those pupils move with my animation when the head moves. And I put it on the wrong keyframe. What a cruel, what a sick world where a guy can put keys on the wrong keyframe. What a sick, sad world. I did all that on the wrong keyframe too. So it's because I should be using my semicolon and comma to go back and forth between keyframes, but I don't. I just always forget. Instead, I just manually drag my timer, my playhead through the timeline like a Neanderthal. Like a fucking rookie. Oh, that's looking pretty nice though. So okay, I think it's like, yeah, looks like that head's rotating up and back a little bit. This also, this needs to come down to help sell that. And let's just see, and this would come down with it. Whoops. And then this one, we're going to keep moving in the same direction. And I'm actually, this is closer to where I want to be. So, hold on real quick. How much? No, we would be able to see pretty much all the nose. I might grab my nose and just move it in a little bit to where it's barely getting cut off right there. And then I can copy and paste that animation information, because that cutter object is like, it's like one of the main things that defines, it's like the main thing actually that defines my 2.5D, and I'll make sure it's the same because that's the same pose, just a different mouth. And then when that head rotates back, it feels like we can see more of this heart. And that just helps sell the illusion that this is a 3D object rotating in space, even though it's not. It's 2D. Yeah, and then I'm going to take this whole head, and I'm going to move it over to the next keyframe, and just like continue to fake rotate it back. It's gonna add to that anticipation. I think it's gonna look really nice. I think it's gonna look really nice. So let me come down here, center on selection. I wonder if I can, yeah, do something like that. Get my center on selection back. In the main view, that's what I want. That's nice. Alright, we'll copy this. Bring it over to this frame. Control V. Let me pull up my time chart again. Everything's going to be a little bit wonky. But yeah, I want this to keep rotating backwards. So we'll just do something like that. Try to keep it a little bit on the time chart that I drew, but we're getting kind of funky with it now. We're getting kind of freaky with it now. So I'll grab this whole nose, rotate it up past the pupil, bring it this way a little bit, so it's like the head's still rotating towards us. I think this actually would kind of like stay in the same place, maybe come out a little bit. Face plane continues to get wider, so I'm going to grab the whole face again and find my pivot, just stretch all this out that way. Grab my mouth, which would continue to tilt back. And let's see, that'll get us pretty close. Yeah, these need to come down. This would come opposite. Yeah, this would come in as well. Whoops. Shit. Cool. I'm going to walk my time chart for a second. I don't want it sliding around like that. So yeah, the back of the head is reacting to the front of the face, sliding around. I need to make that quite a bit more dramatic to sell it, I think. So pull all this back over. Not bad, not bad. 1313, welcome back. I see you in here again. This would kind of change, actually. This angle is what would change about this line. Just a little bit. So it'd be more like that. And then I gotta deal with these freaking handles to get it all where I need it to be. Yeah, now it's like this is rotating even more. I'm gonna push this just a little bit further. We'll move that hard up and rotate it, and that'll convince our brain that top of the nose is really moving up. And then same thing, I'll cheat my pupils over so they're kind of hanging back while the head rotates. And now we can see the head rotates back. Perfect. Rotates back and then snaps forward. And we can, that is like the same as that pretty much. So I think we could cheat that even further. I'm gonna grab the whole head. Grab that whole ass head. Move my pivot. Rotate from the back. I'm just gonna do that a little bit. Let me think about this. Yeah, we probably actually want it about back where we started. And then the next one we can push it further. I might just like get a little bit of variation. Just rotate the nose down ever so slightly and push the heart back towards that edge. So we kind of feel like that head's rotating away from us a bit more. Put it on the wrong fucking keyframe again! Ah! Why? Paste. There we go. Yeah, just as long as that head feels like it's spinning around in space. And it actually, right now it still feels like it's spinning towards us. It should be, at that moment, spinning away from us. So this actually needs to be way different. This nose, for sure, needs to be breaking the plane on the side of the head. That's gonna be like one of the biggest things. So I'm just gonna bring it over, and I'm gonna bring the head in like it's rotating away from us. And if the face plane is rotating away from us, let me just think about it. I think this would also come this direction, and this would actually come out a little bit. The back of the head would come out and appear slightly bigger. Ears would move this way, following the back of the head. Let me think about this. That top corner needs to change. Yeah, this is going to make our face plane feel a lot smaller. That is what was throwing me off. And I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, kind of rotating away from us. I'm gonna grab the whole face again and just squish it a little bit too, to try to help sell that perspective a little bit more. Might even do it like over here. Yeah, and then the next frame it should be rotating away from us even further instead of back towards us like that. So I'm gonna grab this whole head. Very nice. Go ahead, find it in my timeline, Control C, come over to 180, Control V. Now it's rotated back the other way. And then this frame. This frame we're really gonna fake the 2.5D. So I'm gonna bring this way out ahead of that plane. We're gonna bring this until it's like intersecting with that eye patch. We are going to squash the shit out of that far eye. Which means I also need to grab the eye patch. Squash the fuck out of it to fake that perspective. Put it right on the edge. Sweet. I'll grab this whole eye too and just move it over. Oh shit, not the eye patch though. So move that over like this. The mouth is gonna also move over quite a bit and squish quite a bit. This heart is gonna be like way over here. And I think I can even start to break it there. Ooh, nose needs to be coming down though. I don't want to obscure the pupil, because it messes up the path I was taking before, where it was kind of coming down. I'm going to grab the nose and make sure it is above my mouth. Very nice. Grab that mouth, maybe just bring it down here. Up, Waizika. Yeah, this nose needs to get longer in order to sell it. And I might, whoa, Control Alt, spin my canvas around and stretch it from this angle. We can hit Shift X and we can see it might be too much. And here, I think I have two options. The pupils could hang back the direction we're coming from, or they can lead the head. But I think nah, he stays looking down pretty much the whole time. I think he's gonna lead with the pupils instead of having them follow the head. My nose is on top of my near eye now, so I gotta fix that. I'm gonna just grab my entire eye. Hold Alt. Scale that above that layer. Yeah, so now the head pops up towards us, spins away from us, comes back towards us. Let's see if that feels horrible or not. Oh no, I think it's okay. And I think that one last 2.5D in between will like really sell it for us. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I am feeling pretty good about it. So yeah, this is the last one I need for that 2.5D pass. And I just want to fake it like it's still looking away from us more than it is in the last frame. So I'm going to grab this and just bring it in like that. I'm going to grab this and rotate it out. You can see that eye again, it's fine. I'm going to stretch it. Yeah, and this whole face definitely needs squished. Squashed, I should say. Squashed, I should say, like a professional. Alright. Whoops. Except for the nose. The nose will get stretched back out. It's just the way I have this pegged right now. I gotta do the whole face together. Yeah, I think this all can squash this way pretty significantly. I'm gonna put the eyes right on the border. Grab this nose again and just stretch it back out. And then I can hit Shift X, get back to my normal orientation. I can also, like, that'll help quite a bit. Shit. Wrong keyframe. Control C, Control V, delete this keyframe. We can push the mouth over quite a bit too, still, looks like. And then I also got to think about what the back of the head is doing. So we would see more of the back of the head in this view. We'd see less of the face plane. So I can bring this on over. Bring this on over. Ears are going to follow the back of the head. I put it all in the wrong keyframe again. That's okay. Easy fix. We'll still have the eyes kind of leading the head. I don't know why I have these eyebrows. So they're kind of going to be looking in the direction of the final view. And let's just see what that looks like. not gonna lie, the 2.5D is pretty subtle here, but I think what I can do is just push it ever further, is really squish this into the face. Yeah, I can squish that into the face and make sure we can see the whole nose. And now, yeah, now it's coming towards us. This can be further out. Maybe. Shit. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, that's the 2.5D pass. So just faking the rotation of that head. It's pretty subtle. That was a lot of work for such a subtle little head twist, but that's alright. I think it looks pretty good. So now I've done my lazy pass, otherwise known as my time chart pass. I have done my 2.5D pass, and now I just got to do a follow through pass and then a squash and stretch pass. So my follow through pass, the only thing that's really following through is the tail and the ears. So that's what I'll look at for these. So anticipation, those ears are going to rotate forward a little bit. Against the rest of the body. Rotate forward a little bit more on the second anticipation. I'm not doing it enough with the first one. We can do something like that. And then this can be, yeah, so then those ears pop forward, back to neutral, and then for the rest, they're going to start coming the other direction. Yeah, here they'll really pop back. Even more. Even more. Here they'll be all the way back, maximum, I think. And then, yeah, they'll pop back the other way on the next pose. And then settle on the pose after that. I'm just going to do that now and do it really extreme, because I'll actually have to think about this when I do my next set of poses and time charts and everything. So I'll probably end up reanimating these, but I just want to see what that settle looks like right now. I can extend this out a little bit so we can actually get a handle on what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at those nice bouncy ears. Oh. Yeah, that looks great. That looks great. And I'll probably, my first pose on my next set of breakdowns should be like a down pose kinda, I think. So like the whole body will kind of also be reacting to that. It'll have a little bit of a settle. Down and then up. I think we should be good. I think we should be alright. Just trying to think if there's any issues I'm gonna run into. Oh well, I just gotta take it one thing at a time. So alright, that's what the ears are gonna do. Let's think about what this tail is gonna do. down. So I think the tail can rotate counter to the anticipation. I need to skin this. So it's gonna come up while the rest of the body's coming down. Yep, boom, and then it's gonna pop back down the other way. Whoa, 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 excuse me? Yeah, and now I can really start to pop down a little bit. Cool. So we're gonna get some nice tail wag. Oh yeah, and then this, like, I'm gonna do some crazy stretch on this. I can fix it later if I need to, but like something like that. So that's the huge move. That's the biggest move. This should still be trailing, I think. I don't think it'd quite be flipping back around the other way, but it's not going to be stretching as much because we're losing some momentum. Yeah, and then here it can probably flip. And then same thing, we'll give it a little settle so it'll pop back down this way, and then it'll kind of come up to neutral, maybe like slightly bent back the other direction. Yeah, now let's see what that all looks like. We should have some nice overlap and follow through. Yeah, tail's looking good, ears are looking good, looking nice and bouncy, and the body won't just go still like that. Actually, no, it will, because it'll be a held pose. So I'm gonna fake it so it's like a moving hold, because I do think, well, I already planned it actually. Right, 186 to 194. Yeah, this is all gonna be a held pose. So I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna fake a little bit of like settle from the last pose once I start doing my next pass, because this is a pretty big breakdown through here. Oh, I'm getting so close though. Oh my god, I literally just have one more set of in-betweens after I finish this. So okay, I have done my lazy pass, otherwise known as my timing chart pass. I have done my secondary action pass, or my head rotation. I've now done my secondary action and follow through pass, so the ears and the tails, which means I'm on my last pass for these in-betweens, which is the most satisfying pass, and that of course is the squash and stretch pass. So I'm gonna grab this shit, move my pivot to the foot that I know is gonna stay planted this whole time, and then I'm just gonna think about these poses and how I would make them squash and stretch. So this anticipation would squash a little bit, more anticipation, more squash a little bit, pops up. I'm gonna give this a little bit of a shear, not too much to where it's conflicting with the next pose, and I think this is as tall as I get, so I'm gonna give it a really nice stretch. This, yeah, he's starting to come back down, so I'll give it a teeny tiny squash. This, I'm actually going to shear this a little bit and squash it, and make sure those ears are lower than the previous frame. This I can really squash. I could maybe shear it a little bit too. I don't really need to, but... And then yeah, we come down. That squashes. And then my moving hold, I'm going to have this squash more and then settle back up. And I can maybe just do that right now since I know that I'm working with a held pose. And I'll have 6 frames of held. So here, and then boom, we can bounce down and maybe shear forward a little bit, like overshoot it. And then here, we're gonna bounce back up and shear back the other way. And then here, we'll settle down into that actual key. And this is my held pose, so this actually should be the same as this. I'll just have to change the mouth, and this looks like it is a TH, it sure is. So I'm going to hit 9, hit 0 to grab my whole puppet. I'm going to keyframe, stop motion keyframe, key exposure. I'm going to hit Control C, I'm going to hit Control V on this held pose. And now I'm going to change this mouth to a TH shape. Yeah, baby.
I have COVID.
You have COVID?
Yep.
Fuck. That means I have COVID.
It's like a very. Do you want to look at the line?
No, I believe you.
Well, will you help me verify?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You see it, right? Like I'm not tripping. I'm sorry. I know you're streaming.
Don't breathe on me. Oh, wifey cameo. There she is.
With COVID, so I don't want to be. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah. Gross.
Fucking sorority.
Sad.
Russian COVID.
Damn. Fuck, that means I probably have COVID and a torn shoulder. This is fun. Oh, life, you dirty bastard. You dirty, dirty bastard. Oh, what up, Toby? I'm also Toby. Hello, hello. Goodbye. Peace out. That was short-lived. Alright. What was I doing? I was making that a TH shape. Swan 94. Yes, don't lose sight of the thread. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that bouncy goodness with the squash and stretch. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That actually is really nice. I don't like where the tail ends is kind of the only thing right now. That's, yeah, that's pretty nasty. So we'll just make this just like a little bit nicer shape. We can reverse the curve if we need to. I don't think it's the end of the world. Let me copy and paste that over to now. Yeah. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure how I feel about the follow-through, the overlap on the tail, but I think I'll just kind of have to play it through the next pose to really get a sense of it. But yeah, the weight looks really nice. Look, he's catching himself, boom, and then bouncing back up, settling. I don't want to toot my own horn, but that's fucking nice. That's fucking nice. Alright. Alright. I am gonna see how this is just like looking in sequence, and I'm also gonna hit save as, add a new folder, increment and save, just in case something corrupts. God, please save, please don't crash, otherwise the last 2.5 hours of my life were a waste. Oh, please, digital art gods in the digital art sky above, please save my project. Oh my god, it's so slow. It's so stressful. Come on, baby, it's saved. Let's go. And I haven't been doing this on my other streams, but you're supposed to when you use ToonBoom. I guess I'll just do this for the people watching. You're supposed to come into your folder and come into the elements and make sure you have TVG files. Sometimes it just fails to write all the TVG files, but if you just like go into a random elements folder and you have your TVGs, you're good to go. And you should do that every time you save. just to make sure it actually saves. I've not had a problem yet with it, and I honestly don't do it all the time, but you're supposed to. And I've had, like, you know, friends lose work, which is sad. So all right, let's see how this whole animation is looking now that I've finished that pass. I only have one more pass to go. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. There he goes. Oh yeah, that's all really nice. And I like what I'm doing too, because the first half he's like frantic, waving his head back and forth, really angry, the body's bouncing a lot, and it's really fast motions. And then he has this emotional state change, you can see his face change, and then it's like really controlled, slow movements for the rest of the animation. Yeah. I like it. I think it's coming along. Super nice. Alright, yeah, so that's probably it for this stream. Just to review real quick, I did my time chart pass, did my 2.5D pass, and that's just where I faked it to make it look like that head is spinning around in 3D space, even though it's not. Did my follow through and secondary action pass, which is just getting those ears and tail to react to the rest of the body. I'm going to move this ear back into place. Let's get that a little bit nicer. And I did my squatch and stretch pass, which is where I just grab the entire body and scale it up and down at the appropriate moments. You can see, what is that nastiness? What in the what? There's that little teeny line. I wonder if I just arrow key this. Shit. Okay. Alright, we good. That's all it took to fix. Play it through, and then yeah, I'm gonna play it through with sound a couple times, and that's it for this stream. And I probably won't be coming back on today. I'm probably gonna finish the rest of this offline. I might do another stream with this dog where I show how I go about doing the 2D effects. I think that could be pretty fun, but at this point I have like 10 hours of me in-betweening online, so I think this is going to be the last time y'all see me doing that. But alright, I'm going to turn off my time chart. I'm going to turn on this volume. I'm going to pause SoundCloud, and let's just see what I accomplished today on the stream. So let's see. Get this playing. Control F a couple times.
Bitch wanna leave without walking me, I'ma drag my ass all over the floor.
And those yellow and red circles that appear, those are just handles. Those don't actually appear on the
Bitch wanna
render.
leave without walking me, I'ma drag my ass all over the floor. I'm gonna piss in the place. Bitch wanna leave without walking me, I'ma drag my ass all over the floor.
Yeah, so everything
I'm gonna piss in the
up
place.
to what I did today
Bitch wanna leave without walking
is like
me, I'ma
looking
drag
really
my
nice,
ass
I
all over the
think.
floor.
So
I'm gonna piss in the place. Bitch wanna leave without walking me, I'ma drag my ass all over the
yeah,
floor.
that's great. I'm happy with it. So the only thing I have to do still, that like I said I will do off stream, is going from this pose to this pose, and that's my last set of in-betweens. So 194 to 210. Gonna be 8 more in-betweens. And then yeah, and I'll definitely make sure I come on to a stream and show off the finished product and post the rendered video on my channels everywhere, Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all the places. So that's it. Chad Thundercock King, thanks for hanging around. Everybody else, peace, love, gratitude. It's been real. Goodbye.